Yo, what's going on everyone? It's me, it's Jinsula. I hope you're having a good day and welcome to today's Pokemon Go video. Alright, so we got a plethora of Pokemon Go news that we need to cover, and a lot of this stuff is going to be very disappointing. I'm going to get more into that later, but first, let's talk about this upcoming in-game event, and it's going to be a research day. Now, I know a lot of you may know that I am a big fan of research days, in particular because I think they are great alternatives to community days. They often provide a pretty positive experience, especially if you're looking for a particular shiny. You can get a bunch of them at high IVs through these research days, and really all you need to do is go to high population areas in order to get the most out of them. However, this upcoming research day is looking to be very disappointing. This research day is going to be called Flock Together, and it's going to be a bird-themed research day. It's going to start on Saturday, May 11th from 2 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. local time, and it's going to feature Spearow, Doduo, Hoot Hoot, Taillow, and Rufflet in research tasks. Now, there's also going to be wild encounters that are going to be all bird Pokemon. Pidgey, Murkrow, Wingull, Starly, Pidove, and Fletchling are all going to be spawning in the wild. Now during this event, there's also going to be a limited timed research which you could purchase for $1 USD or an equivalent pricing tier in your local currency. This research is going to get you encounters with Spearow, Doduo, Hoot Hoot, Taillow, and Rufflet. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is going to be a research day featuring a whole bunch of bird Pokemon, and unfortunately the only one that is of note is going to be Rufflet. Unfortunately, none of the other bird Pokemon are going to be relevant in any way, so this is really going to be a limited research day where unfortunately only 1 out of the 5 Pokemon are going to matter. And even then, Braviary is not going to be a meta-relevant Pokemon by any means. It's really just going to be there as a collector's item. And yeah, that means this entire raid day is going to be incredibly mid. I think a lot of players are voicing that this is going to be a completely skippable event. And you know what? I completely agree with that. This is something that could have been a lot better. They could have featured a lot more rare bird Pokemon. And in general, I do not like the fact that they are doing a whole bunch of bird Pokemon for one research day. It's really going to be better if it's just one Pokemon being featured. I mean, if you think about it, that's how limited research days operated in the past, and it was just a much better experience. But this time around, we're going to be seeing a whole bunch of bird Pokemon, and I really do not like it, personally speaking. Even if they were to pick any of these bird Pokemon to be the target of this research day, I think it would have gone a lot better. Like for example, let's say they did a Spearow research day, and any Spearow that you catch, it has a high chance of being shiny if you get it from a research task. And then they could have some sort of move that they could add to Fearow so that when you evolve it, it's not going to be a trash Pokemon, and I don't know, that would have gone a lot better. Yeah, I've been looking forward to these limited research days, but this one is not getting me excited by any means. Now, I think the one saving grace to this event, and it's not something that was mentioned in the announcement, maybe all those bird wild spawns will have a boosted shiny rate as well. That's the only way I could justify this event being any good, but other than that, I really do think it is truly going to be a skippable event. Now, this is not the only announcement that we recently got from Niantic. We're also going to be getting a Catching Wonders event, and it's going to allow you to get another Master Ball. This event is going to start on Tuesday, May 14th at 10 o'clock a.m. local time, and it's going to go until May 19th at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. Now during this event, we're going to have the following event bonuses: 10 times the amount of experience awarded for your first catch of the day, 10 times the amount of experience for the first Pokestop or gym that you spin, and then 5 times the amount of Stardust for the first catch of the day. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing going on with this event. There is going to be a Masterwork special research, which is going to lead you to a Master Ball. But aside from that, there is nothing going on, and in my opinion, that's incredibly disappointing. Like, it would have been really nice if we had some kind of event wild spawns, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I do think this event is going to overlap with other events, but even so, I really wish they could have done a lot more, because between these two events, it just feels like they're all half-baked. Niantic isn't really doing much when it comes to Pokemon Go as of late. And yes, I do recognize that there's a lot of big updates that are currently being implemented into Pokemon Go, but aside from those updates, there really isn't much, and a lot of players have already lost excitement for those updates. I think at the time that this event is going to start, there's also going to be an AR photography update that's going to be implemented, and maybe, yeah, that will draw some hype within the Pokemon Go player base, but I really do not know. I really wish Niantic added some more thought into these events, because as of right now, they just seem very lackluster. And yeah, I think Pokemon Go players are rightfully disappointed. Now, maybe they will add more to these events by the time we get to them. I really do not know, but as of right now, I think they are just fully disappointing. I really can't say much else. Like, yeah, it's just a really bad look for Niantic at this point. I mean, I really feel like when it comes to in-game events, they've been kind of on the decline for a very long time. They've been kind of messing with some new mechanics and some new event bonuses recently, and I did actually like those, but with these current events, I just feel like there's really nothing that they are offering. I mean, I feel like it's been forever since we got a new Pokemon or a new shiny get introduced through an in-game event. Actually, recently we did get Wiglet, but that completely flew under the radar for a majority of players, and the only people that can get Wiglet are those who live near a beach. So I really do not know what Niantic is doing right now. I guess they're maybe ramping up for Pokemon Go Fest, but it just seems like it's been a very down time when it comes to content. So I really hope they get their act together. Maybe there's going to be a stellar event later on in the month of May, but at least for now, these events are quite disappointing. And yeah, it's unfortunate because limited research days are meant to be something really cool, but unfortunately this one is not necessarily going to be cool. And then of course for this Masterwork Research event, I kind of wish they did more, but yeah. In any case, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts regarding everything that I talked about down below. Is there a particular event that you are actually looking forward to? Am I completely missing something here? Let me know down below. And yeah, let's have a great discussion. And thank you so much for making it to this point in the video. If you ended up enjoying it, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here. And also don't forget that little bell if you want to stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to every single patron on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support the Jinsula channel, make sure you go and check out the links in the description below. One of them will take you to my Patreon page. And if you become a paid Patreon member, you get a permanent spot on my in-game Pokemon Go friends list. So if you want to play Pokemon Go with me, like with remote raids or the friendship system, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon. And if you want to support my channel in a very different way, you could always do so by following me on social media. My handle is @Jinsula, and I'm on the platforms that you see on screen. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I am Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.